after another, opposition groups are calling for President Musharraf to quit. So, can the embattled general survive? This is a story. Hello, I'm Darren. He's one of the most embattled leaders in Pakistan's history. So what does the future hold for President Pervez Musharraf? Meeting in London, the country's main opposition leaders are calling for an end to his military rule and the restoration of democratic government. It comes after an apparent attempt on his life on Friday, when shots were fired from a rooftop at his aircraft. Musharraf has faced at least 4 assassination bids in the last few years. And all that as the siege at Islamabad's Red Mosque continues, where government troops have spent a week locked in a bloody standoff with Islamic students. So just who are the opposition to General Musharraf? Well, among them are some faces that used to lead Pakistan. Nawaz Sharif is a former prime minister. Musharraf overthrew him when he seized power in 1999. Benazir Bhutto heads up the Pakistan People's Party, or PPP. She's been Pakistan's prime minister twice and has been convicted of corruption charges and money laundering. Both these politicians are calling for free and fair elections in Pakistan and for permission to return from exile. Strong opposition also exists inside Pakistan. The MMA, a coalition of 6 religious parties, is the largest opposition group in parliament. And what other challenges is the president facing? Well, the standoff at the Red Mosque is just the latest. Musharraf faces resistance and calls for autonomy in the tribal areas along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. Over 90,000 Pakistani troops are stationed there, fighting Al-Qaeda and Taliban forces, and come under regular attacks like the suicide bomb which killed several soldiers on Friday. Since March, Musharraf has faced opposition to his decision to suspend Pakistan's Chief Justice. The move prompted large protests in cities across the country and fresh calls for democracy. Many protesters call on Musharraf to step down and for an end to the military regime. Well, we're joined now by our guests. In Islamabad, Senator Tariq Azim, Pakistani Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting. And from Dubai, Javed Malik. He's a political analyst and executive director of the World Forum. Gentlemen, welcome to the programme. Ambassador Azim, let me start with you, if I may, there in Islamabad. What are you making of this opposition meeting in London, and do you think any kind of consensus will emerge from it?
Let me first of all correct you when you said people who are attending include Benazir Bhutto. This is not an all-party conference as has been dubbed. It at best you can call it an opposition parties conference, and at that some opposition parties conference, because not everybody is present there. Those who are present there, some of the parties are just one-member party, not having any representation either at the national level or at the provincial level. These are the facts. So I think I better get that right. Also, you know, you mentioned that General Musharraf is trying to fight the local, all the opposition. Well, the reason is that he's a very strong leader, and some of the issues that he have taken up, others try to avoid those issues and never address those issues, although they were major issues facing the nation. And they avoided them because they didn't want to take on the opposition, they didn't want to, and they did it because of political convenience. He's the one person who has taken them head on and tackled them. And of course, there are many issues that still need to be tackled, but I'm sure we'll be able to tackle them and resolve them.
Okay, let's bring in Javed Malik there in Dubai. Javed Malik, the only thing that appears to bind the opposition together is their common desire to oust President Musharraf. The difficulty, of course, will be agreeing on how to do that.
Right. Well, the minister has downplayed the APC when he has said that it's, you know, an opposition parties conference. Well, the opposition parties does include most of the parties that are in opposition at the moment. And in terms of People's Party, although Benazir Bhutto is not there, but her party is there. The high party leadership is led by the party leader Makhdoom Amin Fahim. In terms of binding the opposition together, you're right when you say that, Darren, that